going up the river to Wallingford. It's 5.5 miles and there's no locks. So it's just a sort of little cruise, really.
Yeah, because we crossed this lock yesterday to fill up the tanks with water. It took like 2.5 hours because it was just...
Little trickle. And everybody came round going, I need water, and I said, well, we're going to be here for hours. So there we go. Never mind.
Never mind, yeah. The weather is starting to play up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good.
That's good.
All of a sudden the river's got a lot smaller and it's quite interesting actually. It's really twisting now. It might open up again in a minute, but yeah, quite small.
Wallingford is a classic English market town in the heart of Oxfordshire. The first reference of a bridge at this location is from 1141. It is believed that 3 of the 9 arches date back to the 13th century. However, for the most part, the bridge is just over 100 years old. So one of the questions we were asked this week was, what are our plans for the future?
Yes. So our plans for the future doesn't have anything to do with not liking this boat. We are absolutely loving the boat.
Yes, we are.
Every day we cruise, we just like more the boat. The boat works perfectly. We can't find any faults, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's
just-
absolutely brilliant. But in the end, we've kind of decided that this isn't the lifestyle for us.
This isn't the lifestyle for us. That
Yeah.
is the difference. We
Yeah.
just want to go back to sea.
Yes,
That
it's
is-
a strange feeling, isn't it? You hear people say things like, "Oh, the sea, the ocean's calling," and things like that. But it's kind of got into our blood, and we really thought that this lifestyle would be a good compromise for us. And having started to live the lifestyle, we've realised that
It's too early to live this life still, isn't
Yeah,
it? So
yeah.
we might go back to this life in 4 or 5 years'
save
time.
it for the future.
Yes, save it for the future, but not at the moment. At the
No.
moment, we feel like we have to go back to sea. I have this desire to go all the way around the world, isn't it?
Yes.
So we are going to give it a go, another go. We might not go all the way around the world again. We might not, we might stop in the middle of the plans, but that's life, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just make a plan, go for it, and
See what happens.
see what happens. I got some beautiful flowers for some friends that came to visit us last night. Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? Only problem is I don't have a jar on the boat, so I got a bottle of plastic water, so it's recycling a jar.
Wallingford is a Saxon town dating back to the 9th century. King Alfred of Wessex built the first garrison here. It is still laid out in the Saxon tradition, with the castle bordering the river, its market square, old corn exchange and post office. Totally charming. Though there is not a lot left of the castle, once upon a time it would have rivalled the Tower of London and Windsor as the third castle to be built in the Thames Valley.
This is where Agatha Christie used to live. She chose to come here and to write her books because people really respect her privacy. So she would go around the shops and no one would bother her. So yeah, she died here in 1976.
So it's now August the 24th, and we've been basically living on the boat for 2 months, and during that period of time we've been living off our lithium bank, and over that period of time of 8 weeks or so, we haven't been plugged into the mains electricity at all. We've never used shore power, we've never made any electricity from the alternator on the engine, or even turned the generator on. And the lithium bank is absolutely performing incredibly well. I tell you, it's far better than any of my expectations. Even today, it's around about 10:30 in the morning. Our batteries are at 93.6%, but that is after we've had the immersion heater on for half an hour to make hot water. And so we're getting all our hot water and all our electricity, and you have to remember that the fridge, the freezer, the electric kettle, the oven is all running on 240 volts and going through the inverter. And I really think the fridge and the freezer are outperforming any 12 volt fridge or freezer that we've had in the past on performance, and the amount of electricity they're using is really next to nothing. Overnight we go down by about 8%, and that's around about 12 amp hours, and the batteries are full again really by lunchtime. And that's even on shady days. It doesn't have to be brilliant sunshine, it has to be in clear air, so to speak, so you don't have any trees hanging over you. But it's an unbelievable difference to what we had when we were on our cat, and I just can't recommend it enough.
So we're just leaving Wallingford. It's just the most beautiful, pretty town, isn't it?
It was very pretty, but it was very noisy. There was
Very noisy, but that's because the mooring is just right in town. It has
Yeah.
a Lido just across the river. So you're gonna get the kids and everyone playing in the river.
Yeah,
So, but
very
apart
busy,
from
but it was
that,
very pretty.
Yeah, very pretty. We were supposed to leave just tomorrow morning, but we decided to leave this afternoon.
Internet wasn't very good, was it?
Internet wasn't very good. Doesn't keep us anywhere if it is not good, isn't it?
So here at Wallingford is going to actually be the end of our journey travelling upriver. We were going to go further and go to Oxford, but we decided that we'd rather spend some more time on the stretch of river down from Windsor towards Teddington Lock, places like Staines, Runnymede and Chertsey. So we're going to follow our journey from here down to
To the tidal day, isn't it?
yeah, it's right down to the tidal. Yeah, we're going to do the whole stretch.